Hello guys and welcome to a new city update. I have a big task for myself today. I want to make or to get a little bit more room in this downtown skyscraper area. I want to have a little bit more space in between this rock side and the skyscraper, the new big skyscraper, and I will change other smaller things all over the place, and I will move this whole beach table half a base plate in that direction, so 16 studs. And you'll see what I mean with all of this once I get started, and I guess that's what I'm going to do now. So let's go. Okay, the first crucial step is done. I disconnected these two road plates. I took off the sidewalk pieces, and this like 2 studs extra piece on the side that I added at some point is now also separate from the other part. So I can lift this up and it's loose. So now I'll be able to slide almost all of the stuff on this table over half a base plate, including this whole beach table. So that's the next thing I'm going to do now. Next step done. This table is moved over 16 studs. So if I place a 16 stud base plate, you can see that it basically fills this gap perfectly. So now I'll move over some of the road plates and the skyscrapers. Okay, so now I moved the streets here and the hotel skyscraper over 16 studs, and you can see the gap over here. Now I have to move all of the stuff in the back, meaning that skyscraper, this skyscraper, and I already know what I want to do. So there are going to be some changes to the roads, but you'll see that in the next shot. And by the way, we opened up a little bit of space back here, so we'll be able to use that for whatever I'm gonna put there. So yeah, let's continue. Okay, I moved this gray big skyscraper, and I moved it over not just 16 studs, but actually 32 studs, because I, was doing some planning before and things like that, and I wanted to change the road system to just make a turn here and go this way, so that I have a pedestrian zone here in this area, and I want to put a restaurant or 2 there or something like that. And this pier, I don't know, I think it would just look way better if it ends in a pedestrian zone over there. So that's what I'm going to do. And I will put a road plate now in between this big skyscraper and this skyscraper. So there's going to be a T intersection, and it's just going to go in that direction. I'm not sure how good that's going to look because there's just a shelf right there. I might build maybe like a tunnel entrance with just blocked out entrances, like with black bricks or something like that, to make that look better. But yeah, this skyscraper is now really on the edge. As you can see, I can actually put my fingers below there. It's not going to tip over, but it looks a little bit scary. Now, the gap here with 16 studs was no problem for the road plates because they are mostly on that table and also supported on this table, so they will bow a little bit, but there's not enough weight on them to really make a dent or something like that. So these are fine, but in this area, I'm not sure. I'm thinking about just attaching some sort of a ledge to the table down there, just so that I have something to build off of, because this table ends right here. So this is actually also hanging a little bit off the table, and I don't know, it's probably going to be kind of difficult figuring something out. I kind of thought about maybe using pieces like these, not exactly this one, but just having something like that. Then I would have something lower than the base plate height to build off of. Maybe I'm gonna do that if I want to go for a Lego solution, but I'll have to figure something out. That's not going to happen today, but I'll focus on the section back there now. Okay guys, I swapped out the half road plate that was left and replaced it with a regular road plate, and I I just filled in that sidewalk section right there, and I fixed this side piece here. I just put a few pieces there, so that's complete now. And I moved this whole skyscraper over 3 studs on its base plates. So before that it was 2 studs on these base plates right there, and there was a little bit less of a gap right here, so that was a little bit cramped. And here it was like 3 studs of base plates were visible, and now it's right on the edge of the base plate there. So the skyscraper is now, it moved 16 studs that way, and now I moved it back 3 studs. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So now we have a lot more room in here, and at the same time back there there's also a little bit more room, so we can still put a tree there, and we'll just see how this goes. So now I'll put the other sections back on and I'll see how that looks. Okay guys, I think we're at the point where I will wrap up this update and call it a day. We got a lot of stuff done in a way, but at the same time it doesn't really look that obvious that a lot of stuff has changed. But I mean, we basically moved half of the, or almost the entire skyscraper downtown section. We moved that over 16 studs, and it's just a very good change. Definitely. I'm kind of not liking the problem that comes with it, with that gap there. It's pretty cool that I have the space there, but it's difficult to, I don't know, I think it'll be difficult to kind of get that filled in, but I will come up with a solution and we will make that work. And yeah, it's just crazy, you know. Like, a lot has changed, but at the same time there isn't really any new stuff. It's kind of funny to say that, but yeah, that's the update. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye.